What's poppin'? Rikers Island. Rikers Island. The jail or inmate holding situation where you can lose your life in 2.5 seconds. Facts. A lot of people do go to Rikers Island and be so paranoid, boy. I've never seen this in my life. Yo, what up? Thank you for tuning in to On the Lockout. Rikers Island. What up? What's up? Thank you for tuning in, bro. Let me just fix this audio real quick. Bing, bing, bing. I think it was fixed already. Yeah, it's kind of, sort of. Hopefully. But thank you for tuning in. Bing, 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 bing. It's On the Lockout. New World Order. Rikers Island. Rikers Island be litty, boy. Like another city, you heard? Yo, here's the thing. You have to hold on, B. You heard? You have to always snap. Bing, bing, bing. Headphones. Boing. All right. So, a lot of people been reporting on Rikers Island making videos and all that, right? Like it's a funny situation. But today, we're going to remind you who is the master. Rikers Island. Yo, what up? Tuned in to New York City, Brooklyn. Brooklyn, New York. Stop playing with it. Yo, what up, Juan Lopez? Bing, 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 boom. Ow. Yo, let's get to this shit because I want to bug out and see what these dudes is really talking about. You heard? All right, so we're gonna pop on over here. Pop, right? And I think it's the right one. Oh my God. There we go. Holy snapple. So this guy right here is where we're going to get the situation lifted at. Ping, ping. Yo, we live every day. You heard? Every day. You heard? There's new video content on a daily basis. If you ain't see it yet, tune in, hit like, watch the fucking videos, B. You show no love, so I show no You heard? Facts. Let's see what happened to this boy. I heard he got split on Rikers Island. I don't know. Rikers Island detainee beaten for days as correction officers let inmates run the floor. When having Rikers Island Correctional Facility let inmates run the floor, bro, we stay running the floor. Here's the thing, bro. I promise you, there's no correction officer running the floor, running the house at Rikers Island. It didn't happen then. It is not happening now, and it won't happen tomorrow. But I heard there's some new officers at Rikers Island.
He almost lost his life on Rikers Island.
Tyreef Kelly says his living nightmare began on January 7th. Kelly spoke exclusively with Pix 11 News from his bed inside the Bellevue Hospital prison ward. Kelly was brought here from Rikers Island after Kelly and his lawyers say he was viciously attacked by fellow detainees inside the jail.
But if you was attacked by fellow detainees inside a jail, like, why you ratting? But I get it. It's YouTube, right? But he's still telling, though. Respects to him, though. You heard? He a New Yorker. You heard and all that, right? But, yo, homie, you got to relax. What they did to you. Break it down.
Was tortured for roughly 3 days.
They spread my legs apart. They kicked me in my testicles. They kicked me in my rectum. I went unconscious. So when I finally came to and woke up, I didn't have no eyebrows. I didn't have no hair.
Yo, he didn't have no eyebrows and he didn't have no hair, bro. That shit is wild. But check this out. You got to give him his props, though, right? Because I don't think he's telling on inmates I think he's explaining this. It sounds like if he's telling on inmates, but I think he's telling on the officers, right? Is he telling on the officers or he's talking about inmates? Yo, bro, I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro. Respectfully, try to tune in with me, right? I'm pretty sure you can hear me because I can see that you can hear me, but you probably can't hear me as good as like last year or 8 months ago, right? But I'm working on fixing the audio, bro. You heard? I just gotta pop out of all this mental state of mind. You heard? I gotta refocus, but don't worry, cause YouTube has a very quick way of making you focus back again. Believe me, ask anybody that's ever gotten paid from YouTube. They'll help you get focused, bud. You heard? You son of a bitches. But let's get to it. Rikers Island, bro. I'm going to fix the audio and it's going to sound way better.
I could barely breathe.
Kelly has been in jail since April after he was arrested for an attempted murder in Brooklyn. Charges Kelly denied.
Oh, you was charged with attempt murder, though, bro. I would think like you an innocent dude getting arrested, going to Rikers Island, and they took your eyebrows off. You was locked up for homicide, though, bro. Like, Jesus.
Kelly is a known gang member, and he says earlier...
Oh, holy shit! A gang member, bro. Yo, what gang are you in, bro? You cannot be a gang member. No, not in New York, not in Rikers. No, you're not a gang. He's a known gang member. What gang is he in, gang? What gang is he in, gang? Yo, gang, what gang is Kelly in? Bro, this dude, he's one of the notorious. He's known, baby. He's known. I don't know, bro, but I think he's a blood. He's a blood gang member because here's the thing. 99.9% of people in New York City nowadays want to be blood. Now, here's the thing. You blood by yourself because there's a lot of little bloods, respectfully, right? But I live in New York City. I know what I'm talking about, homie, respectfully. But he probably one of the big dogs. I'm not saying there's no big dogs. He probably one of the big dogs. But let's see what he did, if he told or what.
This month, he was moved into a new housing unit in Rikers Island with members from a rival crew.
I'm seeing the walls closing on me.
After the first day of beatings, Kelly says he tried to get the attention of a correction officer.
I was trying to flag him down, and he just put 2 manila envelopes on a bubble and went back to sleep.
And essentially let the inmates run the floor.
It wasn't until the third day when Kelly says he was finally able to get help. Shia Fields is Kelly's aunt.
Said that he found the outlet to get away from that particular block or that cell block. He said other inmates assisted him with attention.
We spoke with attorney Ilya Novofatowski before his visit with Kelly in the Bellevue prison ward. Correctional Health Services told Pix 11 News, as soon as CHS is made aware of an injury, we provide timely and appropriate care, including initiating a hospital transfer if medically necessary. After an attack that his attorney says stretched on for 3 days, Kelly is recovering with a...
Now, I wish I could be able to tell you that doesn't happen in Rikers Island, but that's a lie. If you go to Rikers Island, right, respectfully, if you are, let's say you are, what gang can I say, or organization, as people want to label these things. But let's just say, you're a Nieta, right? And the Bloods, gangs, Crips, everybody remembers when the Nietas were deep on Rikers Island. Yeah, is the Nieta good? Yeah, let's just pick any gang, right? If they put you in a blood house and everybody in there is blood, because there's houses that you will go to that the whole house, bro, I promise you, the whole house is blood. The whole house is Crip. The whole house is King, whatever it may be, right? Whatever gang is popping that year, because Rikers Island has a transition and it be just like that. Facts. So if you're outnumbered, you just fucked up. Facts. You landed in the wrong year. Like you could be, let's say you're king, right? And this year you land on Rikers Island and you probably won't see no kings. But next year you go to that same house on Rikers Island and you'll be like, holy snap, where all these kings came from? It's like that. It's the transformation of people, bro. You get it? Like, yo, pack up. You going upstate. You going home. You going to court. Whatever, right? It's always going to be changing, bro. I could start a gang called the Guatimulos. I don't know, whatever it is. And I promise you that I'll be joking around, the Guatimulo leader, and start crowning dudes Guatimulos. And next year, Guatimulos will be running the whole Rikers Island. It's just the way it is, bro. It's just point blank. But I don't know what gang did that to him, bro. They haven't said it.
Punctured lung, broken ribs, and a ruptured scrotum.
There's a picture of him being humiliated on the internet with him being unconscious with his head shoved inside of a toilet bowl.
Concerns over the conditions inside Rikers Island have risen.
Now, come on, bro. You're not posting no fucking video of me on Rikers Island. First of all, my head won't be shoved into no toilet bowl. But I'm not posting no video or no picture of me with my head in no fucking toilet bowl. What were you trying to do? Magic? A lawsuit? I don't know. But that's what people tend to say and tend to do. Like, why would you post? She said, yo, she just said there's a video of him posted in a toilet bowl. Am I fucking bugging? She just said that. Look.
And a ruptured scrotum.
There's a picture of him being humiliated on the internet with him being unconscious with his head shoved inside of a toilet bowl.
Concerns over the conditions inside Rikers Island have risen in recent days. These new surveillance videos from inside the jail surfaced showing inmate fight clubs. And this morning, jail reform advocates stood at the bridge to Rikers in solidarity with the inmates who are now...
Some videos are like 30 years old. Facts. And they keep reposting them.
...on a hunger strike over inhumane conditions.
Direct result of the abuse and the neglect that they are experiencing.
The city's Department of Correction told Pix 11 News today there is no hunger strike. And Mayor Eric Adams says his new jails commissioner is working on a plan to...
There is no hunger strike. People commit a hunger strike. All these people that go out there and fight for Rikers Island and all that shit, bro, right? If you ask any of them, when was your last time on Rikers Island? They only been on Rikers Island 6 months, 2 months, and they were like flabbergasted. Normally, the people that go out there and fight for Rikers Island rights and all that are people that were locked up, mistaken identity, all types of shit, bro. If a nigga's been on Rikers Island and you've ran through Rikers Island, when niggas ask you to go on strike, you're going to be like, get the fuck out of here for what? I promise you, bro. Because I'm not going outside. And I've been on Rikers Island a bunch of times. And I'm not going outside to no striking for nothing. Facts. When I go to Rikers Island, I'm shaking it up. There's no way I'm going to go beef about the conditions when I'm causing the conditions. It's not happening, bro. Like, I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong, bro. But I think a lot of people are hypocrites. And when it happens to you, then you're willing to go fucking cry about it. But I don't know what happened with him. His situation is strange because he's a gang member, right?
Create a safer Rikers.
I have just the utmost confidence in the Commissioner Molina.
Imagine being able to build anything.
He's a gang member, bro. If I'm not mistaken, that's what they were saying. His aunt said that. So, like, what's the problem? What happened? He got beat up.
Detainees inside the jail.
Was tortured for roughly 3 days.
Oh, he was tortured for 3 days on the phone. I should change the name of my channel to On the Phone. I don't know. I'm just bugging out. The name will never change. It'll always be the same. YouTube has been acting up. So I want to thank all you guys, all my loyal supporters. Thanks a lot. I'm 100% ungrateful. You guys don't help out for shit. You make situations just worse. Facts! So thank you. But shout out to all you new guys. You new guys are the best.
I like to party. They kicked me in my testicles. They kicked me in my rectum. I went on.
They kicked him in his in his rectum, bro. It sounds respectfully because he's from New York. I want to be with the guys from New York and all that, right? But honestly, it sounds like a lawsuit, yo, bro, I got locked up. It's time for them to pay. You get it? I don't know. I believe that if he ever gets any money from Rikers Island, it'll just be like, here, bro, give him this, bro. Like, get him out of here, right? But I very much doubt that he has gotten some sort of money from Rikers Island. I'm pretty sure that he would have been better off doing exactly what I'm doing. Facts. I promise you. If he would have did exactly what I'm doing from the minute he got out of Rikers Island, he would have been litty right now. He would have definitely made more money because Rikers Island, YouTube, none of these things started slowing down on the lockout until recently. Facts. Until recently, it's not that on the lockout that they started slowing it down. And I could tell because I could tell. All I got to do is look at my analytics. And I know what it is. I got one thing unattached and I need to reattach it. I'm thinking is that. But other than that, they slowing down all of social media content. And guess what they trying to do, bro? They trying to give it to these celebrities that you guys are watching. So don't get mad, nigga, when there's no new niggas here like, yo, what's up? You're going to be like, yo, where all these people went? No, you're going to see Fat Joe. You're going to see the Locks. You're going to see the people you love. Fake niggas that act like they real, but they not really banging outside. Facts. And I'm not saying all the rappers that I just mentioned, but there's a lot of rappers that are not banging, nigga. Then they not like that. They like that in their music, bro. They not outside at all. And that's who you're going to be seeing. This is the new radio. Hopefully you're happy, motherfucker. You get it? I'm not happy at all. And I'm going to continuously fight over that shit, bro. Facts. But that's what they doing. They putting the radio on YouTube because it seems like that's what you guys like. Let me know in the comment section if that's what you like, so YouTube could see it. Rikers Island popping off. Bang, yeah. What's up? How you guys doing? Are you okay? We live every day. Every day we live again. 3 or 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 times again. I'm just kidding. Yo, what up, baby? Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Shout out to you, bro. If you're in the building and you know us, comment, bro. I'm a comment for you guys. What's up, Tito? What's up, Tito? Look, I put, what's up, Tito? What's up, Tito? You see it right there on the lockout? What's up, Tito? Toto, I put Toto, Tito. Oh, I put Toto. Yo! Tutu. To a nigga that don't know what I'm trying to write, he'll read it as, what's up, Tutu? Because you're a dick. Yo, what up, baby? It's on the lockout. Hopefully you guys are all right, bro, and blessed, seriously. Let's just tune into something. You heard? Yo, I ain't even gonna lie to you. I gotta fix a lot of my shit in my studio and get back to crushing these niggas, because y'all niggas think it's a game. I'm telling you that YouTube is doing everything in their power. All y'all niggas that watch all these content creators that are not pushed by multi-million-dollar motherfuckers, they trying to stop y'all. Believe me. You know how I know? Because they come for the best first. Respectfully. And if they came for me, I'm telling you it's a problem, because they never come for me. And they literally told me, hi, this is YouTube staff. We're coming for you. So there's a problem. They broke it all down. I'm going to read it to you guys in a few minutes. Hopefully you still tuned in. If you're not, come back next week and check it out. What it stated. You're going to be knocked out your socks. Hopefully you got thick socks on. What the hell is this?
Has an awkward moment with a fan. When you ran into a fan during the event, the reggaeton singer barely looked at.
Oh, this is what I wanted to tell you about shit like this. Bro, don't watch shit like this. And not Anuel and the girl, right? Anuel, everybody knows. We watch Anuel, right? If you like his song, you're going to tune in. Anuel has been locked up. He's done bids. He's done plenty of bids. Facts. So I just don't watch niggas that people tell me they like that. I really know about the niggas who I watch. It's very few niggas I watch. Anuel is one that I'll pop into from time to time to see what he's going through and to see if he's locked up again, right? But listen to this voice back here.
At her, gave her a quick smile and continued walking as if nothing had happened.
If you can't tell that that's not a real channel and something is wrong with that, you have a problem. And that's what we've been being fed, bro. You're watching fake content, bro. Every video that you're watching is normally fake content. Why would you watch that shit? Why? I don't get it, bro. For the life of me, I do not tune in. And none of y'all niggas can say that y'all don't tune into that shit. Because I see a lot of niggas that been commenting on the Lockout, Golden Culture, wherever on my channels. And I see your same niggas in them channels comments, bro. And I'm like, here we go. Another dummy ass nigga that you can't tell. That's not a real channel, bro. And these channels got thousands of views. But normally when you go to the video, it has 1 like. Facts. So people watch it because I don't know why the fuck would you watch it. I guess they just dying to see their favorite celebrity as many times, right? But they won't hit like. And I guess that's cool too, right? But my nigga, why would you even watch it? You still boosting that channel hard body. And then you don't watch another real channel that you used to watch. I don't get it, bro. I don't tune into shit like this. I promise you. And I have a lot of channels to show you that are just like this. They all sound almost identically the same with this type of voice.
You could tell he was in a hurry. Annual has an awkward moment with a fan. When you ran into a fan during the event,
That's not a regular human voice, bro. You can't tell a regular human voice. Something is wrong with you, homie. Facts, I promise you. Because I could tell a regular human voice from the minute you start spitting. Facts. It's just weird with motherfuckers, bro.
In case in New York, the parents of a teen driver were charged after a crash killed a 14-year-old girl. Now the driver learns his sentence.
Holy shit. Nah, you murked a 14-year-old. But anyway, it was an accident. An accident is an accident, bro. Unless this guy was meanfully driving and just ran over a 14-year-old, I'll kill him. Facts. I'll body him. I'll kill him. I'll demolish him, bro. Facts. But if it was an accident, you have to respect it as what it is, right? Could somebody tell me, could you be honest? If you know, let's see who's honest here. If you know a guy, yo, he ran over a 14-year-old, you're not going to ask, was it by mistake? If he runs over a 14-year-old, yo, it was an accident, bro. I hit a 14-year-old, they died. It was a mistake. Obviously, you could tell it was a mistake because he wouldn't be able to be explaining it to you because he'll be in the jail beneath the jail. So if you hit a 14-year-old, it was an honest mistake. But here's the thing nowadays. I don't think you're able to hit no young minor and call it a mistake. I think no matter what, he's going to get arrested as a murder. Because when the cops come, they don't look at it like, all right, maybe this was an accident. They look at it like, yo, John, we could get this guy to be convicted. Like the cops look at it like this is our time to rank high. I promise you. So this case was in 2023 of May. So it's not long ago. The trial should be over, or it should just be going to trial. None of you guys have said anything about what the fuck I asked you right now. You probably even forgot. Do you watch me and just like jerk off? What the fuck do you do, motherfuckers? Like, nigga, what the fuck do you do? Do you play with your dick like while you watching me? You guys be weird, bro. Fuck.
At least they have the chance of seeing back. They could talk to him, they could go visit him, they could touch him. I don't have that.
And that deadly crash happened at more than 100 miles per hour. Good evening, I'm Jessica Moore.
Welcome back. I'm Dick Brennan. We begin at 5:30 with the emotional day in court.
In a landmark case, both the unlicensed driver and his parents were held responsible for the death of 14-year-old Fortune Williams.
And his parents, bro. How would your parents be his parents? Your parents ain't got nothing to do with it. I don't know. This case is kind of crazy, bro. His parents, bro? His mother and his father? Come on, bro. I'm not going for it. I'm not. I'm just not. That his parents ain't got nothing to do with it, bro. But they probably do. I don't know. We got to hear the whole thing from the beginning. Let me pay good attention to it, and I'll tell you if his parents deserve to be indicted. Let's go. We're going to find out right now. Do the parents with the driver, along with the driver, deserve to be indicted and arrested for the murder of this 18-year-old? Oh, no. Sentence handed down for 18-year-old convicted in deadly Queens car crash. No, hold up. So she's not 18 years old. The driver was 18. The driver's still a kid, bro. Oh, my God. Because that's what it says. Sentence handed down for 18-year-old convicted in deadly Queens car crash. He's sent to Rikers Island. He was sent to Rikers Island for the Queens car crash. May she rest in peace. Let's hear this.
The 14-year-old girl. Now the driver learns his sentence.
Oh, she was 14 years old when it happened. She was 14 years old. They say it. 14-year-old girl. The driver was 18 years old. To be perfectly honest with you, in the street, right? Or us street dudes, or me street dude, right? Because I know I could be making content and 1 million people could see the video, and fucking 2 of y'all are really from the street, or probably just one. I swear to God, bro. Probably just one of y'all niggas is from the street. Like, been outside as much as we been outside. Did everything we did. Doing everything you get it? Like, you're not really outside, bro. But let's try to be fair, right? Whatever the fuck.
Charged after a crash killed a 14-year-old girl. Now the driver learns his sentence.
At least they have the chance of seeing back. They could talk to him, they could go visit him, they could touch him. I don't have that.
And that deadly crash happened at more than 100
Oh, that was her daughter, I think. God bless her.
miles per hour. Good evening, I'm Jessica Moore.
Welcome back. I'm Dick Brennan. We begin at 5:30 with the emotional day in court.
In a landmark case, both the unlicensed driver and his parents were held responsible for the death of 14-year-old Fortune Williams. John Diaz was there as the now 18-year-old learned his sentence.
Over the years, a makeshift memorial for 14-year-old Fortune Williams has weathered the storms, and her family saying somehow, so have they, since she was killed in a car crash in Queens in 2023.
It's very hard.
Keisha Francis is her mom.
I just live as days go by.
But Friday was a monumental and emotional day for her and their family. The teenager, who prosecutors say was unlicensed and driving the car at more than 100 miles per hour, was sentenced. He will be getting up to 4 years in prison.
You get 10 years, 5 years, 6 years.
Yo, shout out to Queens. I've been in that court. I thought I'll never be there. I made it to that court. Facts. That court building knows me. Hard body. I caught. Facts. I didn't catch the same cases that I caught in Brooklyn, the Bronx, and in Harlem, right? But I caught. Have I been up to state prison for Queens? Listen, you see that block right there where that court building is at? I hang out right by there. Facts. So if you ever trying to find me, yeah, you know 161, but I also be hard body in that same area, that same block right there where that court is at. You find me, nigga. Believe that.
Sentence.
Over the years, a makeshift memorial for 14-year-old Fortune Williams has weathered the storms, and her family saying somehow, so have they, since she was killed in a car crash in Queens in 2023.
It's very hard.
Keisha Francis is her mom.
I just live as days go by.
But Friday was a monumental and emotional day for her and their family. The teenager, who prosecutors say was unlicensed and driving the car at more than 100 miles per hour, was sentenced. He will be getting up to 4 years in prison.
You get 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, it's not going to help my heart. So it didn't matter what you get. You have to live with the fact of the action that you have took that take Fortune's life.
All right, excuse me. Now, we're going to try to replay this whole thing that just happened in English. Come on, bro. You can't put the lady when I don't want the thing and the crash and the car and the what and and that's right. Come on, bro. That shit is unfair, bro. Respectfully, I'm gonna be the one to say it. Stop doing this, YouTube. Stop playing with people's voices. You must have been playing with a voice or something. No, they didn't? All right. My bad. But yo, check it out, bro. Let's try to listen to her again. Respectfully. Oh shit, that car looked like it hit hard. Look, Pop. That's tragic, bro. To get hit by a car like that. But this is the thing. You always got to be careful crossing the street. You get it? You trying to, even if you're running from somebody. Respectfully, I had a lot of car accidents. They weren't my fault. But I always had to leave the scene. I've never stopped for a cop to come. Respectfully. But we wish that you stop, right? But I've never crashed into another car and waited for the cops. I swear to God. Oh my God, I'm gonna get booed off of YouTube, man. Hey, you see who they pay on YouTube? But let me stop, because that's probably why they trying to get us up out of here now. It's too late. I done made all the money already. Facts! There's not one thing that I bought in this studio setup with, it's my money, but with my money that I worked for, hustled for, everything I bought in this whole studio, I bought with the same money that I make right here on YouTube. I promise you. Even this $2,000-something phone, and I have a few of them, I bought with the same fucking money. I showed it when I was buying it, built the computer, built the second computer, built other computers. I promise you, I bought all that with the same bread that I've made right here. Facts. And just on these 3 monitors, there's thousands of dollars. This is like, respectfully, I'm just showing you all that you can do if you pay attention to your intelligence. What? Facts. You don't got to be a dumb person. You're smarter than a 5th grader. Facts. And I show you how to do all that. If you tune into the channel, I show you how to go bing. I promise you. And mind you, I haven't even showed this. And I have a lot more, bro. And I have a lot of more new stuff. I'm not even showing all of that or all these monitors, like spinning it around, like where you can see it. Like, respectfully, there's over $40,000 of stuff that I've bought with the same bread I've gotten right here, bugging out with you guys and all that. But if you go to my tech channel, you see it. It's TEK, the number 4, REK. TEK, the number 4, REK. Facts. I promise you. You punch that in, Tech for Rec, you're going to see my face. And I break down every little component that's here, and the links are in the description in that same video. Facts. If a gaming video comes out real quick, that's not the video. I think there's only one there. But I show you how you can do the same. Because I'm not a hater. Facts. So you could go do the same, learn the same, get the same bread, or what have you. Oh, man, this thing is stupid right now. I don't know why. Something seems to be throwing out lower bit rate. Like, why would the bit rate be lowered? Like, that's stupid. Oh, and there it says, like, it's good. All right, excellent. All right, so something is going on that's shooting out wrong, but whatever. I swear to God, I show you everything. Oh, what up, baby? Let's do it! Ow! Oh, shit. It's time. Oh, what up, baby? Let's do it! Ow! It's time. What the fuck?
He will be getting up to 4 years in prison.
You get 10 years, 5 years, 6 years, it's not going to help my heart. So it didn't matter what you get. You have to live with the fact of the action that you have took that take Fortune's life.
After court, loved ones of the driver declined to go on camera. And inside court, the judge continued to stress just how young the defendant was at the time of the crash, saying his brain wasn't fully developed. The now 18-year-old was just 16 at the time, so the judge granted him youthful offender status so he won't have a criminal conviction. But his parents will. 41-year-old Sean Smith and 44-year-old Dio Rounderine stood next to their son last year when they were sentenced for their part. Smith getting probation and both needing to take parenting classes.
This is a situation, a very particular one.
The Queen's DA saying in an interview last year that the teen's mother was notified weeks before the crash by his school that he had been seen driving a car the parents bought him.
They chose to give their child a BMW. They chose not to have restrictions.
While Fortune's mother still partially blames the shortcomings of the driver's parents, inside court, she accepted the...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know that all that happened in the case. Is definitely sad. But his parents are for. They bought him a BMW, my nigga, and let him drive it as he pleased. Fuck out of here, bro. Y'all gonna get life. I would have gave them life.
Driver's apology.
When I keep him in my heart, I get sick.
From Kew Gardens, Queens, John Diaz.
That's a fact. When I keep him in my heart, I get sick. You should get sick because you loved them. I feel bad for her now. Now that I know the story, I feel really, really bad for her. That guy's in Rikers Island. He's in Rikers Island Correctional Facility with Bloody Howney, Money Scound, and G Money. That's sad, bro. Super sad. Check this out.
Lit out.
I got a Mazzaro knife, and what followed was an absolute fiasco. Here's what really pisses me off.
Damn, what the fuck, man? Another commercial, bro?
Give a gift that won't need replacing next year. Here's what really pisses me off. I've wasted...
Fucking bastards, bro. Relax. Look at this guy right here. This is a Latin King gang member who went to Rikers Island. Another king, respectfully, a king who used to be king. My nigga, let me tell you something. If y'all niggas are gonna keep coming up here saying, you know, because now I saw Jesus and I love Jesus and I no longer believe in the king nation. I believe in Jesus. They fucking fruitcakes. Facts. Because if you believed in Jesus, motherfuckers, when you join something like the Almighty Latin King and Queen Nation, you just saw Jesus, you fucking bastards. Like, what the fuck are you reading? What the fuck are you reading? Motherfuckers, I hate these niggas, bro. I hate niggas like this, bro. Facts.
I was smoking weed when I was like 10 years old.
Really?
10, 11 years old.
And that was in Puerto Rico? Or did you start when you hit?
No. So in Puerto Rico, I tried it, but I really, the second time I got here.
And the culture of drugs and smoking weed, is that different than Puerto Rico?
Yes.
So it's more kids out.
Yeah, the culture is different. In Puerto Rico, you smoke it through your ass. In New York, you smoke it through your mouth. What the fuck is stupid motherfuckers?
Oh, he had smoking weed.
Nah, but respects to this guy, bro, because you're watching his channel. Have some respect, ladies. Yo, this shit is crazy, son. Shout out to all the channels that want to now Rikers Island stories and all that. Everybody's doing it, right? But here's the thing, bro. If you're not giving props to the founders of Rikers Island stories, which is me and a few other niggas, this shit is a guap. Facts. This shit is toilet bowl. But this one, I don't know, because this guy is telling a story, but his story is lost. He used to be king. He's not king no more, but he still shows up wearing a pea, yellow and black hat with gold colored pants, right? Because you know what the color he's going for. With a black top shirt, bro. He's still repping, like, dressed like a king. Stop it, bro. But if asked, are you king today? No. Today, I'm into Jesus. You stupid moron. If you were king, right, and you following Jesus, now is that you're a real king. Like, I don't fucking understand these niggas, bro. These niggas is weird.
And I remember I fought a guy because he called me an immigrant. I thought he was like disrespecting me because I didn't understand the word immigrant. I thought he was like, you know, calling me out of my name or something.
Yeah.
But, I mean, if
anybody says the word immigrant, to me, New York City vibes, they still calling you out your name. Facts. You thought right, nigga.
If you think about it, somebody calling me an immigrant, it is disrespectful, but it's not, you know, you bitch or something like that or whatever.
It can be taken out.
Nah, I'll take it like you's a bitch or whatever, but he's an immigrant? Oh, yeah, he's not Puerto Rican, right? I don't look at Puerto Ricans as immigrants at all. We the only ones that are part of the United States. Facts. So that don't pertain to us, respectfully.
It can be taken in the wrong context. So if you like go back to your country, you fucking immigrant or something like that, it's disrespectful.
So
how did that make you feel though?
Angry. I was angry. I want get backs. I want, you know, ain't nobody gonna talk to me like that.
Because honestly, right now in this country, it's a huge thing. Just being an immigrant, INS is coming at them. If you're from Mexico, you know, people from Puerto Rico, they luck out because we're from the United States.
That was like I said, we're not immigrant. We're citizens.
Yeah, you're citizen of the United States, but people still look at it like, you know, you're not really from this country. But, you know, just having that experience of just going through that, like in this country right now, it's big because a lot of kids deal with that. So you came over with your mom, like you just followed your mom, right?
That's it.
And you just had to, basically. Because
I had to.
Yeah. What ends up happening at school? Do you end up getting kicked out?
I got kicked out of all school in Massachusetts at one point, and they put me in this alternative school.
Sorry to cut you off. Let's talk about why you got kicked out.
So that's what you Massachusetts dudes is doing. You Massachusetts kings could just have been king, and now you're no longer king, but you could talk about the nation, right? They let you talk about the nation. I doubt Massachusetts allowed that because, anyway, make that Massachusetts call, bro. I'm gonna go fucking go all out and stamp this shit. Make it real. Take this shit down. Facts. I'm gonna get grimy on these niggas because, anyway.
The school that you were at when you first came over.
So I don't remember the.
Yeah. Delete that because it wasn't funny.
Hey, but I remember I came to school. I was chilling with my homeboy. We smoked weed, and our first class was science. I remember the science teacher didn't come that day. It was a substitute teacher.
Yeah.
So I go to the classroom and they say, no, you gotta go to the auditorium. They're gonna watch a movie because the teacher didn't come or whatever, whatnot. So I'm like, cool. So I go to the auditorium with my boy. We go to the auditorium and we sit down like in the back. And so the teacher was saying, oh, you gotta like sit in the front or something. I was like, nah, I'm gonna sit right here. I can see whatever. So he's like, so he kicked me out of the class. So now he's telling me, like, being rude to me, saying, oh, you gotta get out of the class, I'm gonna call the principal or whatever. So I'm like, do what you gotta do. I'm not moving out of the class. I haven't done nothing wrong. I'm sitting in this chair. And so he called the principal.
Yeah.
So when the principal comes, the first thing he did was grab me by my neck or in my shoulders.
Yeah.
My reaction was, I just got up and punched him like 3 times in the face. The principal.
Yeah.
then they called the cops. So I tried to go out of the school, but they was waiting for me in the hallway.
Yeah.
So I started fighting with them. So it's 3 cops against a young kid. I mean, I always been kind of big, but I was whooping them.
Yeah.
And they was telling me, oh, he's on drugs, he's too strong, he's on drugs. I'm like, bro, I'm not on drugs.
Yeah.
Like, so anyway, they couldn't even arrest me because I was so young.
Yeah.
So they let me go with my mom or whatever. So now the principal lawyered up because he was scared I was gonna sue him.
Yeah.
Because remember, I'm a little kid.
Yeah.
And he grabbed me on some crazy stuff. Like, bro, like, I'm not gonna let you grab me like that. But I don't know why I punched him. And broke his glasses and everything.
Did he put his hands on you first?
Yes.
Wow.
So.
Yo, this is why you gotta watch these niggas. I'm gonna tell you, bro. Because all these Latin King niggas are not king today. I promise you, motherfuckers. These niggas get locked up. They're like, Amor del Rey, nigga, what's poppin'? We don't play that, nigga. Facts. Niggas is watching you thoroughly, nigga, like you stole something. I promise you, bro.
Like, my mom, she didn't know no English or nothing, but now, me thinking about it, we could put a lawsuit on that motherfucker because, my bad, you can swear?
You can swear,
okay.
Say whatever you want.
Yeah, that little motherfucker, bro, if I knew English at that time, I would have sued his ass, I would have sued the school, I would have sued everybody. Yeah. But we didn't know no better, my mom didn't know no better, she just left it alone, and but that's why I got kicked out of all the Massachusetts schools.
Not just personal to you, but there's you see it happening a lot. Kids getting into fight with their teacher, it's on
psychologists to take a look at my brain or whatever because they couldn't understand why I was a straight A student, but I was getting in trouble outside. So he diagnosed me with like ADHD, bipolar. They tried to put me on medication. My grandmother said, don't take the medication. I never took it. So
when did you get mixed up with weed? When did you start smoking weed? Because I remember you said you smoked weed in class.
Yes. I started smoking weed when I was like 10 years old.
Really?
10, 11 years old.
And that was in Puerto Rico? Or did you start when you hit?
No. So in Puerto Rico, I tried it, but the second time I got here.
And the culture of drugs and smoking weed, is that different than Puerto Rico?
Yes.
So it's more kids out here smoking weed and doing drugs than there?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
I wonder why that is.
I think just because they know they're going to get whooped. The parents going to whoop their ass.
Wow. So that's...
In Puerto Rico, the parents might kill. Every time when a kid smoke, one of them is dead. Facts.
The biggest difference right there.
Of course.
See, we need to be able to whoop our kids' asses. Maybe they won't be getting high like that.
I mean, I believe in some state you can do it down south. You know, like Massachusetts is real strict.
Right, and that's not encouraging violence on kids, but, sometimes kids need a spanking, dude. Like,
of course.
A little
I'm not saying like beat them up.
Whoa, don't say spanking. Don't spank no kids on the internet. They'll fucking arrest you, bro. This internet is like for fucking maricones only. Like, you heard? You gotta be very feminine. Easy, do not hit your kids. It is wrong. Do not hit nobody. While you on here, you gotta be like, do not hit nobody, Carmen. It's fucking, they like the internet is only for faggot niggas.
Take blood from him, from the kids. But, if...
I know people in New York City that are fucking hammering their kids down, bro. Facts. Hammering, bro. You could hear the kid scream from across the street into your bedroom. Facts.
Because kids is like that. Kids gonna do things that they don't understand. And you gotta show them,
Right. So what ends up happening? Let's go.
Shout out to these two dudes. We already know you two guys beat the shit out your kids.
Within the year of your crime that you end up getting locked up for, where are you at? Like about a year prior to what ended up happening, getting you locked up for all that time.
So I was dealing with drugs.
What's up, boy?
With this older guy, and we used to go to New York and grab probably like 400-500 grams of dope.
I don't know, something about this interview doesn't seem like too realistic. Something he did wrong, but obviously he's doing something kind of sort of right because the video has 5,000 views, and if it's according to most of you guys that watching videos, nowadays I heard a dude say if a video gets 5,000 views, they called it that he went viral. I'm like, damn. So we've been viral. I've been viral millions of times. Facts. Counting back to all my 5,000 watches. Peladichos.
Back to Holyoke and, bag it up because down there in Holyoke is bags. It's not like in Boston. Boston is like grams and stuff. And Holyoke is bags. $5 bag, $10 bags, $10 bags. So, we do the bags or whatever and we sell it. whatever. I was
You
like
do the
into the
bags,
gang
nigga.
already.
What kind of? How did you get into the gang? What happened?
So that's a funny story too. So when I the second time I came from Puerto Rico, when I went to Holyoke, I was in the pool. I went to the pool. We was in the pool, and
the pool, like
the pool, swimming pool.
Oh, mind you, that video had 5,000 views. Is at 8,700 and something. It's already going on 9,000 views, 200 and something likes. So shout out to this guy with the Latin King video. Oh my God.
Okay, cool. And I'm in the pool, like talking to this girl. Some dude came to me, and like he was being so rude to me or whatever. But he's
yeah, hockey, mash, whatever it is, however you pronounce that. I'm from Brooklyn. We don't pronounce shit right.
slapped me.
Really?
So I knocked him out.
Yeah.
So when I knocked him out, it was another dude with him, and he said to me,
Don't get it twisted. I believe Son is a real dude. I understand. When I see somebody real on the internet, I could tell, right? Like, whoever, most people seem like he's real. Yo, he's thorough. That's the fake nigga. Trust me, nigga. I've been around, bro. If anybody could tell you about real niggas, it's me, boy. I live in New York City, Brooklyn. But what gets me mad is that all these dudes come on the internet or even in their everyday life, and they not king no more, and he's not blood no more, and he's not Crip no more, and he's not this no more, which I really don't give a fuck, but I do give a fuck about king, right? And this nigga is not king no more today. Next month, this same motherfucker will be on another king's video talking about he's king. That shit turns me off, bro. Like, that shit is fake. Facts. Corny shit. But let's just give it the benefit of the doubt. He's not king no more. This kid here, he's not king no more, he said. I don't know if people think that you go to jail when you say you're a gang member. You don't go to jail. Like, I did it at first because I felt like it. Because I knew what was gonna draw people's attention on the internet and what wasn't. But immediately I came out and said, this is the reason why I said that. Now, if somebody really asks me, yo, boy, you king or not, I'm gonna tell you the facts, right? But everybody in the whole world, YouTube, Instagram, everybody knows I'm King, right? I've never once in my life came out and said, I'm not king. Like, I would never do that, right? That's why I left it as, you figure it out or you find out. Like, because what are you, a cop? To be asking a nigga you don't know, are you a gang member? Are you a cop? Right? But I don't fully deny nothing. I've never done it. This nigga's just fully denying it. But I get it, I guess.
You're gonna do that to a king? I don't know who's a king. I don't know. Bro, he touched me. That's what he gets.
Right.
So he's like, come outside, whatever. I'm like, yeah, I go outside, whatever. So somebody told me, don't go outside. They deep outside, whatever. Bro, they was waiting for me like 30 deep. Monday, I don't know English. I don't know nobody or whatever.
I'm going to tell you one thing. The Kings are deep. In Massachusetts, they deep. Remember, I lived up there. I lived in all them places. Facts. In Connecticut, they still deep. You get it? Even, you know what kills me? That most of y'all niggas be like, yeah, I'll be in New York. And then ask me about Kings. Nigga, if you in New York, you see it yourself. I'm in New York City, right? What happened? I died? Like, nigga, when I go outside, I go outside with king niggas. Like, facts. With a bunch of king niggas. Like, they just not on the media, nigga. On the media, nigga. Because we made the media. Facts. The media now is for clown gangs. Like, you want to go to jail? Bring your gang to the media, nigga. Do what all these little Bloods, Crips, everybody that wants to go to jail, do their shit, nigga. Facts. When you did that already, you kind of sort of learned from what you done did already. Facts. And I think they learned from what they did already. That's all I'm trying to say. Play it again, motherfuckers.
So, end of the story, they jumped me.
Damn.
Like 20, 30 people jumped me. And you know who saved me? The girls. The girls in the gang.
Really?
Got on top of me and told them, bro, that's it. That's enough. He's a young kid or whatever. But they broke my ribs. They broke my jaw.
Good.
You know, and all that. And so my brother was here first, my older brother, and he was running with a little crew. So when he find out what happened to me, his crew was like, you want get backs? I'm like, yes, I want get backs.
Yeah.
So I started going after them.
Wow.
So every time you used to see me, they used to run.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, one of them see me, pull me to the side, was like, yo, listen, why you...
But you know why I respect this interviewer and this interview more than any other interview I would ever see. This means so much more to me, not because it's a dude that is king or that was king or what have you, right? Just because he's doing his content and he's interviewing a regular dude. You get it? He's not interviewing a celebrity or nobody like that. It's regular people with regular people, bro. Facts. And that's what YouTube and all these platforms are really supposed to be about. I don't watch. I promise you that when it comes to a celebrity, if I see him in the video pop, I'm all for that video. I swear to God. I do not watch YouTube content or nothing if it's not made by a regular content creator, somebody that's trying to come up. Facts. Not somebody that was up already in hip hop and now is making YouTube videos. I don't watch that, bro. I promise you, I never will. Never will. Facts. That shit is corny. Watching a rapper trying to be down. Nigga's a bird, nigga. If you can't tell what a bird is, something is wrong with you. Facts. I don't give a fuck if they live in New York. If they live in New York and he's a rapper from New York, then I know him and I know he's a bird. Facts. Now, I watch Mano and them because I know Mano as a thorough nigga from the streets of Nostrand. I've been on Nostrand. I've hustled on Nostrand. I've done everything on Nostrand. So I watch Mano. You get it? But I'm not watching too many other rappers, facts, that got a podcast. I promise you. I don't do that. Because all they doing is taking over regular human space of making content when they talked a lot of shit about it. Facts.
Join us, bro. You that dude. You know you get it in or whatever. And
Monday CRM has the best AI
He gets it in because he's a king.
Hands down.
So for me, email.
He gets it in. Why he gets it in? Because he's a rey. That's why they was trying to tell him, like, yo, you get it in. You get it in. You the man. You the man. Mackety diggity diggity daddy daddy daddy. Yeah, he gets it in. They told him that.
Because they just jumped me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, but this is what I did. I'm like, listen, I want whoever called that, I want them. And whoever touched me, I want a relation to them.
Right.
And so the guy that ordered that left. Somebody told him or whatever, he left the state. So I violated everybody that did that or whatever. So yeah, he's crazy.
How old were you when that happened?
I was like 14.
14 years old. Wow.
I was like 13, 14. But I remember this, I was over 6 feet already.
Right.
So I looked like a man, but I was young.
Right. And did they have a lot of other kids around your age that were in the gang already too?
Yes. So they called them the Pee-wees.
The Pee-wees, okay.
So the Pee-wees, so I don't know if they're doing now, because I'm not involved in that no more. But back in the days, the Pee-wees was,
you know,
he was
what I'm saying?
He was a minor.
Yep.
And so you had to like do.
You see what I'm saying? I don't know if they still doing that because I'm not involved in that anymore. That part right there just turns me off, bro. That shit turns me off. Niggas are not involved in kingism, whether he's king, whether he's blood, whether he's nieta, whether he's crib. Everybody wants to not be involved in something. He either met a girl and he decided that my life is going to change with this girl. I'm going to get married, or I bet you that girl leaves him, breaks up with him tomorrow. This motherfucker will be right back in the street talking about Amor del Rey. Facts, I promise you, nigga. He'll be right back with the bros talking about, yo, King Love, yo, what up? Like nothing ever happened. And motherfuckers, being who we are, we'll just love him, let him in, right? Don't wind up in my tribe, nigga. Facts, because it's a rap for you. I promise you. It happens all the time, bro, with these fucking clowns. So don't think you meet a girl like, oh, yeah, it's the love of my life. I'm leaving the nation. Nigga, that shit is corny. You get no props for that shit. Wow, you could have been with your girl and in whatever nation or organization you was in at the same time, right? Whether you was going to get in trouble or not, if you're an idiot, you're an idiot. You don't got to be an idiot. But I don't know. Maybe I'm bugging out, bro. Yo, pop out on the lockout, bro. We be back over here in an hour and a half. Facts on the lockout. You already know what it is. It's WARPATH. The best shit in New York City. Stop playing.